Let's begin with what we witnessed over the weekend. I think beginning Friday was the African Union Summit over in Addis Ababa, and one of the issues that took center stage was the African Court of Justice. Of course, the Kenyan delegation very much involved in lobbying for signatures. I think managing to get about 12. They're yet to get to 14, but confident on the same. But since then, a lot of analysis has gone into this. And I'll begin with you, Member of Parliament. And as far as watching this particular story, have all the avenues by the media been brought out? And as far as, yes, on one hand, there's a narrative that these leaders want out there, which is the African Court of Justice needs to be put in place to ensure that Africans take care of their own challenges and issues. But on the other hand, have questions such as, why not sort out the mess that's perceived to be in the ICC so that that then continues to function? Or on the other hand, why not fix that division in the local systems in each of the countries? That's the international division of this kind of crimes in local systems to work. Or is the media just simply running with this, or are we looking at it 360?
I think, in my view, the Court of Justice in Africa is important for us because we view the ICC as a political court. So although the media has covered it well, to me it has covered well, and we think that we should Africans should handle their own issues here at home rather than depending on a foreign court.
All right, Gathara?
Well, I have a few issues with how the whole AU summit was covered. If we recall, especially actually even on KTN, there was an announcement that the Africans had set up a court, the African Union had set up a court, which actually wasn't the case. This court, the Africa Court of Justice, is yet to be established. The protocol to establish it and to merge it with the Court on People's Rights, which will then create the Court of Justice and Human Rights. That's the Malabo protocol that Kenya was pushing, was signed last year. So it wasn't a court that was created by this session. So I think that was one of the first things that the coverage needed to be more clear about. When it comes to the Malabo protocol itself, I mean, there has been a bit of a controversy, I think, or differing points of view, depends on who you believe. The East African reported that only Kenya has signed it. And then yesterday, I think, the Foreign Affairs CS comes out, says there's another 11 countries that have signed it. I didn't see anybody ask who are these 11 countries. When did they actually sign it? Because nobody else has spoken to seems aware that there are other countries that have been signing this. So it would be good for media to not just take government's word for it, but to actually go out and confirm it. Who are these? It would be nice for us to know who's in the same boat as our government. The third thing goes to what Mheshimiwa here has been saying. I think the issue of complementarity has to be discussed. And it's not just complementarity with local institutions, but also complementarity with the ICC. We are signatories to the ICC, 34 countries. It's not true, again, as was reported by KTN, that the AU summit voted to pull Africa out of the ICC.